Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Whoa, it's the online internet video game stream, everybody. Whoa, 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 baby, baby, baby. We're going video game. We're gonna video game. Whoa, baby, whoa, whoa. That's the sound of the start stream. Yeah. Hi, how's it going? It's not going to be that long of a stream today. I do have to cook dinner in like an hour. So we're just gonna do a little bit. We're gonna start up Timeman's story and just do like just enough to just as much as I can get done in like the first set of stages, and that'll be it. Ooh, beep. Obviously, we gotta get Luigi in here. He's a main character of these streams. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, beep, 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 beep. What though? There was an Elgato in there. I should turn the Elgato off. Like, it's behind the game, but at the same time, just turn it off, you know? So that it's not, like, doing resources. Okay, beep, beep, beep. Okay, sound. Let's get sound up. Beep. Why isn't sound up? I know my sound isn't up, don't worry. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. How is that? How is that sound volume relative to my voice? I feel like it's a little loud. Okay, beep, 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 beep. Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for being enthralled by my wonderful beeps. I'll stop now. Okay, maybe just a few beeps, but they'll come as a surprise. Yeah, good morning. I'm just getting right into Timeman. Let's go, baby, baby. Dang it, it's not what? Oh, that's right. I need to swap it over. Okay, there. Now I've got it ready for my personal recording. No, I don't, because it's set to 720p mode. I was recording something in 720p earlier. Okay, now it's set in 1440p mode. Now I press the button and it'll record and everything will be fine forever. Yes! Let's go, baby! So how's everybody's day's been going? I've been good. I've been sort of relaxing, putting time into personal stuff this morning. It was nice. But then I was like, you know, I've still got a bit of time left before I have to cook dinner. I should suffer. You know, I shouldn't have a day that's all fun and games. I should have a day that's suffering in games too. I finished Splatoon Raiders? 100%? Oh dear lord. Oh no. Oh no. Was it 100% or like just beat? No. Okay, well no. Okay. Okay. So we're more at like the same level of video game probably. I don't want to talk about it too much directly because, you know, I don't want to spoil it for people. Like, people are coming for a Rockman stream. I don't want to like talk about the famous decapitation stream that occurs at the end of Splatoon Raiders, you know, where the player just immediately gets decapitated and everybody just goes, whoa, huh, I guess that's the end of our adventure. And then the credits roll. And it like sorta fades out a little bit, but not all the way, so you can just see your decapitated body just for the entire end credits, and there's no music. Literally just got here. What about decapitation? Oh yeah, we're talking about the decapitation that happens at the end of Splatoon. Don't worry, don't worry. There may or may not be a decapitation. It doesn't happen like that. Kind of having a bad day? Oh, I'm sorry, Grave. I hope you feel better. My day's been good. Felt really good about putting my hair in a ponytail. It felt extra gendered compared to most days. Oh, hells yeah, Robin. Congrats. That's some gender energy. Been putting off cleaning. Hells yeah, that sounds fun. I put off some cleaning today, and then I did it. Okay. Time beats the guts. I do kind of wish I had started this strem earlier, because like I know I'm gonna be like, not enough Rockman. I want more Rockman. There's a possibility that I just like boot up the strem again later tonight, like after dinner. But it'll be in no mic mode if I do continue it, for the record. So nobody get your hypes too high. But yeah, as far as like Splatoon Raiders, my progress goes, I've reached the point, which I guess, you know, gameplay spoilers a bit. I'm gonna try and keep it vague, but I will say, like, gameplay spoilers for Splatoon Raiders of like what to expect in this game. Yeah, I've reached the point where you go, oh, this game is a grind. Like a grind. This is a game where they don't expect the player to finish it. That's the vibe that I'm getting. They know that some crazy people will, but like they're thinking, yeah, basically like point percent of people are gonna be doing this one. Sounds perfect for you. Maybe if it wasn't my job and I wasn't trying to make it like a work thing, I'd be like more happy, like genuinely, but I am kind of trying to make this a work project, and now I'm just like, is it really worth my time, work-wise, to consider this a work project anymore? First try, baby. He lost his guts. He did. You've observed facts. Okay, Guts beats the Cuts. Oh, but yeah, so, oh, that's right, Timeman, or, no, that's me. Iceman, I did stream it, no mic, the whole thing. So I guess to just catch up on talking about Timeman's gameplay, or Iceman, Iceman, wait, oh my god, how much have I been doing that? To catch up on Iceman's gameplay. Yeah, so I chose him relatively early, because he is one of the simpler characters. Somebody actually pointed out during the stream that Iceman's, like, fire speed is really good. So it does help, like, in the boss fights, being able to, like, spam shots. So you don't have to worry so much about the specific timings of, like, hitting them as soon as they're in vulnerability frames then. You can just spam. And his shots go through walls. That is a really important thing. I actually realized during that playthrough too, I think the reason his shots go through walls, they made it that way, because he spawns the icicles during his battle. And those icicles, his shots need to go through those icicles for his pattern to make sense. See, I think that's why his shots work that way. But, you know, it's nice that they still just let it do that for the entire game when you play as him. Like, it does make some sections significantly easier than they would be otherwise. But anyway, yeah, Iceman was a relatively easy character. Like, he does have, like, a spike of difficulty in Copy Robot, because he's weak, because, you know, he has to fight himself, dealing minimum damage, and Iceman is one of the harder bosses. But still not that bad, because he's also, he's weak to, wait, no, he's weak to Bombman, who is actually pretty hard, but I think I've practiced Bombman a lot and gotten the hang of it. Point is, there's a difficulty spike in Copy Robot, but we did it. Timeman is gonna be not that big a deal for the most part, because he has a relatively normal kind of attack. Goes in two directions, so it doesn't go directly, but you can make do by just, like, jumping. Ooh. And the fact that it does go in those angled directions, it can help you hit shots that you wouldn't be able to normally, which is pretty nice. And with regards to the bosses he fights, Gutsman isn't too bad. Bosses he fights with dealing minimum damage, Gutsman and Timeman. Timeman, I used to have trouble with him at first, but now I've got him very, very down, just because I've kind of, like, gotten a feel for the timings of his pattern, because his pattern is 100% consistent. He never changes it. Unless you shoot at him while he's freeze time in hard mode. That is the one exception, but if you don't do that, he's consistent, so just don't do that. Okay, Cuts beats the bombs. I just realized that the bonds are half the bosses in Legends 1. Yep, makes sense. Ooh, I didn't even think I'd make that shot. Oh, Timeman can also do this for tricky sections, so there's that too. If you're really struggling on a boss, you could theoretically work time slow into your strat. Haha, I can hit him. Gamer. What are you? Some kind of game champ? Permaban. How dare you recognize me? One day we'll find Game Champ's evil twin, Game Chump. I get mistaken for them a lot. Lame Chump as well. Ooh. Gamer. I love gaming. Ooh, perfect. Ooh. Ooh, I thought I might have gotten the glitch there. Doesn't matter. Bam! I haven't gotten hit once today. This is nice. Can you imagine if I actually did the full game Damageless first try? Just like in one of these random streams? Okay. Oh, by the way, I may have made my controller disconnecting issue be less of a problem. I modded my DualSense Edge. It has a little clippy thing that on the back of the charge pluggy anything that makes sure that the charge port thing doesn't wiggle, but it's broke and it's not the thing that clamps down to make sure it doesn't wiggle doesn't go down far enough on the controller, so it doesn't keep it in place like it's supposed to. I don't know how that happened. Like, did it deteriorate over time and bend or something? I don't know. But I figured out what I can do about that. I stuck a piece of paper under it. There's now a piece of paper just lodged in between the thing that's preventing it from wiggling as much. I'm a technician. Good morning, Apple Boy. Good morning, Raphael. Bombs beats the wait. Bombs beats the ice. Yeah. I also, while looking at it, may have actually figured out the mechanism. This actually may be a thing, that it's actually completely my fault. There is like a little metal tube that's like in it. I'm wondering if that metal tube got... Oh, dang. Well, I'm not doing the full game playthrough. I'm wondering if that, like, metal tube thing... You're supposed to be able to adjust the flippy thing by moving that. By taking out the metal tube and then you can adjust it. I think maybe it got loose over time. And then the tab, like, you know, just because it got loose over time, ended up not doing its job because it was moving. Maybe this is what occurred. I should maybe read the instruction manual about this, because I have a decent thinking brain that is what's going on here. But hey, the paper's working for now. I tested it. I shook my controller a bit, and it didn't disconnect. Good morning, Santino. I fancy you a woman of your word, so I expect you to have watched 58 seasons of Sesame Street, 5 seasons of The Muppet Show, 5 seasons of Fraggle Rock, and 4 seasons of Dinosaurs since last Drem. Yes. But I'm sorry, I'm focusing far too much to answer any questions. So we can talk about it later. Wahoo, wahoo, wowie, zowie. I'm sure enjoying doing Rockman Damageless. Wahi, wahi. Don't forget the Wilkins coffee commercials. How could I? With such incredible things as such are in there. Yo. Fun fact, the Muppets theme tracks perfectly on lighter shades of pale. Whoa, yeah! That makes a lot of sense, come to think of it. Of course! You know, thinking about the Muppets theme, thinking about lighter shade of pale, this is all, like, connecting in my brain as things that I know. Should I play through Rockman Dash 2, Episode 1? I need to focus. Oh my god, those bullets! Oh god, no! No! Oh, you're gonna do this. Oh! Ah! Come on. Come on. Ooh. Ah! Yes! 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 Gamer! How many different characters are there? 12. But I always think there's 13 because there's 13 stages and now it just makes sense. But there's 12. $14, if you count Rockman C and Rockman S. But, I mean, legally they're the same character as Rockman. Oh no! Dang! Oh! I should not have gotten hit there. It's just like the sliding animation threw me off, and so like, I don't know why I didn't jump, but something about seeing the sliding animation and I was like, wait a sec, what? What? Brain? And then didn't jump. Is this done on official hardware? This is done on PPSSPP emulator, because I'm doing it for the Retro Achievement set. This will be part of a video in the future, though. But in conjunction with a real hardware single segment run, which I have not done yet, and that will be like the grand finale of this whole adventure after I've finished the achievement set. Whoops. I was thinking of the later ones. Will single segment be with every character? Oh god, no. So it's not necessarily Rockman. It's just beat the game from a fresh save file without taking damage. That's it. That's the goal. Period. Everything's allowed as long as you beat the game from a fresh save file without taking damage. So theoretically, we can use other characters, but we'd have to unlock them. And other characters do not share progression through the story. So if we do unlock another character and we want to use them, that means we've got to beat the entire game with that character and start from the beginning. Which, I will say, hypothetically might be viable depending on, like, I think the big question would be, would it be worth it to do it as either Gutsman or Timeman? I think Timeman, if I practiced his time slow ability, that could be really useful against, like, Wily. Because Wily, at this point, is very RNG dependent. If I had infinite time slows as just a thing without having to, like, swap weapons like Rockman would have to, and without having to worry about ammo, that'd be great. At the same time, I would need to test it with Rockman and see, hey, do I have enough ammo for it to be worth doing it with him? Because, you know, he does have all the benefits of all the weapons in his arsenal. I think it would be cool if in the actual run I did switch to a different character, though. So I'm getting bonus points for playing as a... I'm giving bonus points to playing as a different character just for, hey, that's cool. That's silly and fits the game. See, I'm not sure there's really any points where Timeman is at, like, a significant disadvantage in Damageless anywhere. Because the only places where he is at, like, a super disadvantage, time slow could make up for it. And the only downside of switching characters would be that I would have to, number one, do Timeman stage first, probably, without any of the boss weapons. Which I think I'd be able to do, like, Buster only. I would want to check it out, though. I've never actually done that. I forget what else I was getting at. But the point is, yeah, I'd have to do that to unlock Timeman. Technically, I could go do other stages first, but, you know, the more stages that I do to prepare for Timeman stage, well, the more I'm already doing with Rockman. Why not just beat the game with him? Man, I wonder how Oilman's run is gonna be. I enjoy suffering very much. But hey, he's gonna be getting me a lot of points. I swear, practically all of his regular levels are probably gonna be 25 pointers at a minimum. Dang it. Of course you do, you're a Rockman fan. I actually kind of think that Rockman games aren't as hard as like his reputation. I've thought a lot about like, is it just because I've gotten Dagnabbit? Dagnabbit. That was just an awkward controller flub. Talking about how good I am at Rockman. Like, I'm wondering because, like, I really do feel like in the grand scheme of, like, this game is hard. Like when I think of, like, the NES platformers. I think the Rockman games are on the easier end compared to, like, most NES platformers. Like, I feel like I have a harder time even with, like, Mario compared to Rockman. Because Mario, like, near the end of the Mario games, you've got to do levels that are, like, pretty mean, and you just have to rely on having built up a lot of lives. In Rockman, like, most of the games, you can always make up for that with E-Tanks. And of course, you can always just grind for more lives, so you're never at, like, a risk. Like, you always have your progress in the game. It's just a matter of going back in and doing it. So they're very forgiving in that regard. And they give you, like, the Robot Master weapons, which, like, if you are experimenting with those throughout the playthrough, you're gonna find a lot of uses for them. They're gonna cheese most of the game. Come on. Come on! Yeah, go down! You know, I think part of it might just be like, I'm saying, oh, they're easier if, like, you're using the weapons and keeping a stock of E-Tanks and stuff. I do remember as a kid, I did think the games were hard, and also as a kid, I did not use the boss weapons, period. I was like, what? You don't just go pew-pew and win? They use ammo? I don't got brain for that. You think I'm gonna engage with any of these mechanics? Not in your life, that's just gonna make the game hard. I mean, I'd still use them for bosses. Like, I'd use them only for bosses, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't use them in the vanilla stages, but then when I got to, like, a boss fight, I'd use their weakness. Yeah, exactly, Desco. Yeah. Oh, but that's another aspect of why I feel like the games are easier than their reputation. Like, the boss fights. Really hard if you have to learn their pattern. You kinda don't if you have their weakness. And you're designed to have their weakness. Like, 7 times out of 8, you're gonna have their weakness. Now, I will say, they're a lot more fun if you don't look up the weaknesses and you gotta find them yourself. It is actually kind of a fun little bit of gameplay of Rockman games. Like, not knowing the boss's weaknesses and trying to, number one, guess. Just, like, look at the bosses that are there and think, you know, I bet this grenade guy might not like to be on fire. I wonder if this grass guy might not like to be on fire. I wonder if this flaming guy might not want to be on fire. And yeah, so it's fun to, like, you know, try and do your best guess at, like, getting the correct boss weakness. And if you get it wrong, well, you're already here at the boss. What are you gonna do? Give up and replay the entire stage? No, you're gonna have to just try and learn the pattern. So there's this fun little, like, sort of quiz that you gotta do when it comes to selecting stages. And it's even its own fun, like, trying to, like, going through your weapons in the boss room to use them against the boss and see, is this the weak? Oh my god. Dang it. I'm sorry. I wonder if this fire guy might not want to be on fire. Yeah, that too. That is, in fact, a completely different statement from the one I made. Normally I have a word in this, is that I am very bad at platformers, struggle. Okay, I can't read chat, sorry. Eh. I love the way that that their propeller sounds overlap. Sounds like kind of nice. I have a word this, I'm very bad at platformers, struggle with Kirby's bad. But I feel it's mostly that people just keep the first impression they have of a game for the rest of their lives if they don't love it. So, like, they don't, like, play through all the game, they're in the early game, like, before they've, like, accumulated their arsenal. I've never been gamer, I swear. Am I winning, champ? I was. Then I got to Iceman's stage and I was like, huh. You know, it would be really fun if I just sort of was really bad at video games. You know, I'm just thinking, you know, I want to be myself. I want to be true to my essence of a person. What? It was John Spam calling from Spam, and he wanted to say that how I'm under arrest in Texas. Again. Ooh, that was clean. What's up with the other games? I'm multitasking. I like to make progress in multiple games at the same time. It's very nice to me to like get game time in the downtime of like the main game I'm playing. So Runescape is over there. I just click on it every once in a while, like whenever I get the chance to click on it, and that helps me like make gold to like buy membership. Like it's very idle. Like, right there, just like, I was able to move through those couple rooms with the D-pad only, so I was able to move my right hand and just click on the pedestal in RuneScape. And now it's just gonna play itself for like 90 seconds and get me some GP. And now during this boss intro scene, I can't do anything, so hey, I've got a bit of time to play Luigi Memory Match. The animations in Luigi Memory Match are really long, so it makes sense to multitask with it. Oh, dang it. That was some bad RNG. Like, it's bad when he goes that close to you right at the beginning, and he does the all low shots. What you really want him to do is like, either jump or like fire and jump. You know what I mean. Dang it. I thought I killed the whole guy. Do you even play RuneScape? You only ever mention it to say how you're accumulating slime to pay a membership. Yeah. I'm accumulating the slime. That's playing it, right? I stopped doing the slime thing a while ago, though. I was looking up money-making stuff, and that just wasn't worth my time anymore. I feel like there was just probably a really specific economic reason that it was worth my time at the time that I started doing it, and it's just not anymore. But yeah, every once in a while, I will get into a phase where I'm like, I'm going to actively play RuneScape today, and I will actually, like, work on quests and stuff. It hasn't happened for like half a year, but hey, I've been grinding up membership, so it is my ultimate goal. Like, I am accumulating time faster than I'm using it. So it is my ultimate goal to just have a lifetime of membership saved up eventually. And then just never having to worry about buying like membership time ever again. Am I playing League next week? League of Legends? No. But I know you're talking about RuneScape leagues. I don't know what those are, and I cannot stress enough that when I say that I play RuneScape, I really, really mean what you're seeing right now. Every once in a while, I'll play it, and I'll do, like, quests, but that's it. That's a little sad. I don't judge how you play your video games. Wow, that's a, I feel like I'm getting judged here. Need to ask, what does the dono goal at the top even mean? What do you mean? If you want a demonstration, blah, 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 blah. Hi, good morning, my name is Michelle. How's it going? Blah, 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 blah. This is the sound of a cute girl. Wahoo, wowie, zowie. What? No, gamer! Also the sound of a vampire, exactly! So yeah, give me $14,000. Thank you. Let me check my wallet. I got, 14, 15, 17, 500,000? A singular mom buck. Cool, awesome, congratulations. Please don't give it to me. I'd feel bad, genuinely. No, that's yours. Ooh, gamer. Gamer. Me! Dang it! Ow! I have a couple of coins and a basic grass energy card. It actually happens every once in a while. I will see a Pokemon card just like on the ground outside, and I'm just like, okay. Obviously, they're never any good ones. They're always like friggin' like the basic, the basic ones, like the element cards and stuff. But like still, it's cool. I have a Basculin, Lucario, and Joltik I have saved from the roadside? Jesus. Is it just a thing countrywide that like are there like people just going and buying like packs of Pokemon cards, and they're just like, I already got this one, and just throwing them out the window one by one? Scalpers, yeah, what? Like, but just out the window? At that point, you're just showing off how evil you are, right? This is some Team Rocket stuff right here. Imagine a world where I got good RNG. Yay! Yeah! I imagined and it came true! By the way, warning, Strem is ending soon. This is definitely the last level. Hopefully we beat it. Nice! Whew. Okay, that's end of stream. Thanks for joining, everybody. That was a 25-pointer. They knew it was hard. Contacting RetroChief. Oh. Well, at least I've got photo proof if something went up with that. Oh, server error, server error, server error. Great! Good thing I was streaming. Good thing I decided to stream on hard mode. It wouldn't be a big deal because I'd still have the video. May as well just double check, like, did it not unlock? Oh, nope. Most recent stage clear I have is Bombman. Okay, so I'll just keep the, I'll keep the emulator open for a little bit while I'm, like, cooking dinner and stuff. Hopefully maybe it'll, like, connect and work. But either way, Strem's over. Thanks for joining, everybody. Heart emojis. Heart emojis, heart emojis, heart emojis. A sec, I'm just doing my recording thingy. Beep. Okay, and boop. Okay. All right, night night, everybody. Heart emojis, heart emojis, heart emojis, heart emoji. I'm cooking chili, actually. You're saying soup? Chili is a kind of soup, sort of. Yeah, it's a vegetarian chili, actually. This is gonna be super good. But yeah, I gotta start the cornbread in advance. That's gonna be that's why I gotta go now. But yeah, night night, heart emoji, and enjoy your all nights. Hearts, 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 hearts.